So I am back. In case y'all don't follow my favorite YouTuber of all time, like my absolute queen of YouTube, Jaclyn Hill, you definitely should. And so basically what this video is her fall favorites tag. I figured I would give it a shot. I love fall. It's my absolute favorite season. It's my favorite time of year. So I thought, why not? I love fall. I love Jaclyn. What more do you need to know? Get started. So the first thing is your favorite candle. So I really only burned candles in the fall last year. That's it. Like, those are the only scents I like. I was like, that's it. So this year I did start burning some in the summer, but as soon as it was like, it's officially fall, basically as soon as the pumpkin spice latte came out, so September 8th, I would say that I've been burning fall candles. And I actually don't burn them. I like to warm them so they kind of last longer, like with a candle warmer. So anyway, so this one is from last year because as you can see, it's still completely and totally full. So I haven't really had a reason to go get any this year, but I do know that this is from Bath & Body Works. And so with Bath & Body Works, they do the same scents every year. They just rename them. So I'm sure you can find it. You may have to kind of look, and I haven't even looked, to be honest, to tell you like which one I think it may be. 'Cause I don't know, but oh my gosh, it smells so good. I'm just going to sit here and smell it. So this is the Pumpkin Caramel Latte candle from Bath & Body Works. I love this. Y'all, it literally smells like, honestly, this is weird, but it smells like syrup, like pancake syrup. And I know that every time we warm it, I'll go into our bedroom and I'll be like, why does it smell like syrup? And I think I've even asked Dakota, like, did you eat waffles in bed this morning? Because I always feel like there's like syrup on our like comforter, or like he spilled it somewhere and he never had. It's always this candle, but it smells so good. There's also like those swirls of pumpkin and caramel, and pumpkin and caramel are my two favorite things ever. It doesn't really smell like latte. There's not really like a coffee shop or like an espresso smell or anything like that, but oh, it smells so good. So I love any candles. I mean, I'm a firm believer that you can't go wrong really with any of the candles from Bed Bath & Body Works. I think they're all fabulous, but this one is one of my favorites, so I should probably stop selling it. So Pumpkin Caramel Latte from Bath & Body Works. Okay, second thing is favorite fall lip color. So to be honest, I don't wear lipstick that often. I don't wear it when I'm at work, and I will if I go out, like with Dakota, if we go on a date or something, but usually what ends up happening is I keep my lipsticks in here, so in my beauty room, so I never take them with me. So I always kind of forget, since day to day I don't put them on, I just always forget to go into my bag and to kind of find one that I like. So I don't know. But anyways, the color that I like for fall is pretty much relatively the same. So this is one I'm sure y'all have all heard of. It's from last year, and it was like huge on Pinterest. It was all over the place, and I finally got my hands on it this year. So I haven't even worn it yet, but I'm so excited to. So this is Divine One by Maybelline. Oh, it's so pretty and it's so new that I'm like, I don't even want to put some on my hand to swatch it, but I will. So this is really, oh, it's just a gorgeous red. So it's not like a red, but it's kind of more of a berry red, but it has more brown undertones in my opinion than like purple berry undertones. But y'all, I love this. I think this is gorgeous. This is definitely one that you need a lip liner for. That's actually why I haven't worn it, is I haven't gotten a lip liner for it yet, but I will soon because that's one of my favorites. Okay, the second one is, I have more than one. I hope that's okay, but I don't feel like I could pick just one. So the second one I have, this is of course a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. My all-time favorite lip products of all time, obviously. And this is in the shade Prague. So you can see this one is a much more like pinky purple, like a very, I don't know, I feel like, oh, I have other swatches on my arm, I should probably get off. I feel like it's a very pretty shade that you can kind of play up for fall or for summer, and I think that's why I like it, because it's really universal. It definitely has a lot more pink undertones. Obviously, I mean, this makes, I would say that Divine Wine's more of like a crimson red. I mean, it's literally like a red wine. I think that would be the best way to describe it. It's a red wine color. And this one is definitely a more pinky berry shade. So the last one, this one is new, and I've talked about this in a few videos before. I did a little review on these. But I think this shade is one of my favorites. Though I've literally had this since last night. I mean, I just feel like this is just such a gorgeous color. So this is Cherry Skies. And this is a NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. Y'all, these names, they make it as long as possible. But so this one's down here. So you can see this one definitely has more purple undertones, but it's still red. So it's kind of a really deep, I don't even want to say plum, because to me plum is a lot more purple than that, but I guess like a plummy red. I don't know, but you can see because it's darker. I don't know. I love them. Whatever. So you have, this is Divine Wine at the top. This is Prague, which is a lip cream, a matte lip cream by NYX. And then this is one of the liquid suede lipsticks by NYX as well, and Cherry Skies. So those three would be my favorite. And I think they're gorgeous. I think all of them are perfect for fall. I mean, they're so versatile. They'll look good on tons of different skin tones. So y'all should definitely try those out if you haven't. Okay, so let me get back. I'm sorry, my phone keeps locking and that's where the questions are. Okay, my favorite drink. So to be honest, I've never been like a pumpkin spice latte type of person. I don't drink coffee. So I kind of was just like, yeah, not my thing. At school, there was a really good coffee shop that did have some type of like pumpkin caramel drink. I don't even know what it is. But at Creek Coffee, they also had pumpkin oatmeal cookies, which were literally to die for, and Dakota and I are going up to North Carolina in October, and so I always have to tell my friend to get me one before I get there because they get shipments and I think it's like Monday or Thursday, but literally by Friday, like by the time I would get there, it would be sold out. So I'm very excited for that. She also shipped me one time, and though it wasn't as good as like it is in the store, it was amazing. I was so excited to see that. But anyways, if you have a pumpkin oatmeal cream cookies, I say that you should definitely try that out with your favorite fall drink. But I would say this year it's definitely been the pumpkin spice frappuccino. So obviously I live in Florida and it's still kind of warm here. It has cooled off some, but when I say cooled off, it's kind of like 80, 85, so it's not like 90, 100 degrees. So it's definitely not fall weather as it would be more up north, like in North Carolina. But the pumpkin spice frappuccino is so good. And it's one of those things where like the first taste I was kind of like, ooh, I don't like this. But it's kind of one of those things like the more you drink it, the more you like it. And by the end of it, I'm like, oh, I wish I would have gotten a bigger size because I really liked that type of thing. And it kind of depends on who makes it. I know I've had some people make it, and if they put too much cinnamon in it, I'm like, ew. Like I've thrown them away before because I don't even like them with that much cinnamon in them. But at the school I work at, the university I work at, the Starbucks there makes them really good. So I suggest you try it. And if you don't like latte, if you don't like coffee, I don't think it has coffee in it. I don't taste coffee in it, and it doesn't really give me the side effects of coffee because I'll get like the shakes and like crazy with coffee. So, but it's really good. I definitely say give it a try. Okay, next thing, favorite blush. So this is a blush I literally just got last night. I just went to Ulta. I didn't get that many things or I do a haul, but I literally got like 4 or 5 things. I don't know. Maybe I will. But anyways, so this is a NYX. I don't even know what type this is. High definition blush in the color Pink the Town. So it's just this color. So y'all, I love this. I'm actually wearing it today. I just tried it today, but I'm so impressed by the color payoff, by the pigmentation of it, and by the fact that it's lasting. My blush tends to like sink in really, really quickly. And I kind of have natural pink tones to my cheeks anyway, so it's kind of hard to see, but I love this. I mean, I swatched it, and I swatched a few into the stores, and I went back and forth, and I kept walking around, and I couldn't decide if I was going to get it, but I'm so excited I did. I'll swatch it for y'all. It's just a gorgeous color, and it's a lot kind of darker and like more mauve-y than my typical. My typical one is the Tarte Amazonian Clay in Glisten. I'm trying to make, it's not a very, it's kind of a very subtle, but I think it has a lot more like brown undertones in it, but it's still like a corally color. I can't see if that's showing up, but it's right here. But I really like it. I think it's great. I think it was great. I was concerned because I'm so fair right now. I have not tanned, and though I live in Florida, I don't see the light of sun half the time. So I think it's great. I was worried that it would be kind of too much. I also have a lot of highlight going on, so let's just not even talk about that. But I think it's gorgeous. I love this color. I would definitely recommend this color. If you're looking for a blush, this one was good. I think it was like $7 or $8. So not bad at all. And I even went over to the high-end side. I mean, I was really like, I want a good fall blush. What should I get? And I'm very happy with this. This is definitely something I would recommend. So, okay, favorite clothing item. So, for those of you who don't know, I work in food service. So I work for Compass Group at the University of North Florida. So I don't work in kitchens, but I have to walk through kitchens, and I have to wear non-slip shoes, which if y'all don't know what those are, they're really ugly. And they're just black and they're nothing cute. So I don't really get to look as cute as I want to. And to me, fall means like booties and boots and like really cute shoes that you kind of match. And I'm a shoe person, so that I guess would explain that. But especially, and I also don't have my fall clothes out. Like I said, it's not that hot here yet. So I don't think I'm going to switch my closet out like back and forth. I don't know, maybe I will. So anyway, so I just picked something that I love. And I'll hold it off. This coat hanger is kind of ugly. So this is just a sweater. It's made by Loft, but I'm pretty sure my mom got it. She may have even gotten like an Allen. I don't know. My mom got it for me, so I really don't even know. So it's a petite. So this is a small and petite. But y'all, I love it. It's just like a big like sweater, but it's not very warm because it has the holes, and it's like kind of fairly lightweight, which is perfect down here. So it's really a perfect like transition sweater, which I love because my office kind of switches. So if the air's on, it's super, super cold, and if the heat is on, I'm assuming it's going to be super, super hot. So it's the opposite of whatever it is outside. So I love pieces like this because they're good to layer. So I could wear this when it is hot and I won't be too hot, and I can wear it when it's cold, and I can just put on like a thicker shirt because you have to wear something under it since it has so many holes. So I usually just throw on like a tank top type of thing, but I think it's perfect. So that I would say is my favorite fall clothing item. Basically any kind of lightweight sweaters. I'm not a huge fan of like the really chunky ones for fall, more so for winter. But yeah, I think that one's perfect. So it's from Ann Taylor Loft. And it's probably a few years ago. I know I had it last season, so you probably can't find it, but Loft always has good stuff, so I would check anyways for something else. Okay, the next one is fall favorite movie. And I don't have one. I'm not a movie person. I'm not like the type of person who cares about movies. That's really my husband. And I was thinking like, I mean, I watched like the Halloween Town movies and the movies that came on ABC Family, but there's not a single movie that I watch like every Halloween or every fall or anything like that. So I don't know. I'm kind of going to have to just skip that one. Maybe instead of that one, I'll do like my favorite fall activity, because I feel like that's a question that gets asked a lot. And for me, that's hand down the state fair. The North Carolina State Fair is so fun and it's so exciting, and I'm getting to go this year. We're going up that for that and for our homecoming at Campbell, so we're excited for that. But that would probably be my favorite thing, and it's supposed to be because of the food. Like, I don't ride rides, I don't touch the animals that are there or like go on those little weird things. Sometimes we do go on those little weird things, but we don't ride rides or anything. But the food, my favorite is deep fried cheesecake, which is just as good as it sounds and just as bad as for you as it sounds. But we love that. We love seeing what's new, like what the great like things that they come out with, the weirdest things. Dakota had a Krispy Kreme cheeseburger last time we went. So I don't know. So instead of fall movie, my favorite fall activity to do instead of watching a fall movie is to go to the state fair. So okay, next is favorite fall TV show. So this is an easy one because hands down, it would be Scandal. If y'all know me, if you read my blog, if you follow me on Instagram, any of those things, you know I love Scandal. To be honest, I was a little disappointed with the first season, this season that aired last Thursday, just because I think I expected more of like, oh my goodness, what just happened type of season opener. Just because that's what we're used to, I think, with Scandal. Like, they kind of have played it up and they've had such great storylines that's kind of what I expected, and I didn't really get that. But nonetheless, I mean, I still think this is a great show. Like, it was still fun to watch. I will still watch it every single week at 8 o'clock on Thursday nights, ABC. But that is by far my favorite show. If you don't watch Scandal, you should. And I tell that to everyone, and everyone I've told that to that has started watching it is like, oh my goodness, you were right. I love this. So just trust me. Just take my advice and start watching Scandal. Another good one to watch, if you don't already, is How to Get Away with Murder. Last season, it was kind of like a hit or miss. Like, I would watch it, but like sometimes I would be talking with my friend Courtney would come over during every TGIT so we could watch the shows together. And like sometimes we would talk and not really watch, and then other times we were like, no, we can't talk right now. We need to watch. Like, this is really exciting. And so this week, it was like a crazy episode where like I was literally sitting there and Dakota had came in the room with me, and I was literally like, can you believe that just happened? And he doesn't watch the show, so of course he's like, no, I don't know what just happened. But if you watch it, I'm sure you got me. You can agree that it was absolutely insane. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see where that goes. I'm excited to see where Scandal goes. I'm totally Team Jake, and if you are not Team Jake, you should be. Because Fitz is old, and he's married. And those two things alone are enough to not be Team Fitz. You should totally be Team Jake. I mean, who wouldn't prefer the sun over snowy, cloudy Vermont in jam? I say the sun. That's just me. Okay, favorite Thanksgiving food. So y'all, I like to eat. And I don't eat healthy. I don't like pretend to be one of those people who's like, oh no, I can't eat that like I should, but I'm not. So I like everything. Mostly everything. So my favorite fall food, if I had to pick one thing, it would be probably sweet potato casserole, because I love sweet potato casserole. I think that's so good. I also like stuffing, but I only like it a specific way. So, and I don't know like what the two ways are of making it, but I feel like there's two ways of making it, and I only like one of them. So I don't know, but I do like stuffing. I love sweet potato casserole, and I really like Kraft macaroni and cheese. I know that's something that I eat like all the time, not just for Thanksgiving, but I feel like at Thanksgiving you have to have Kraft macaroni and cheese. So I don't know. That's just me. But if I had to pick one, it would definitely be sweet potato casserole. So there's that. Okay, last question. Favorite Halloween costume. So I was talking to Dakota about this, and I was like, oh, I don't really have one. I mean, like, I don't... In high school, like, I don't even remember really dressing up. Like, I don't think I really did much. And then in college, I dressed up... I mean, at least, I remember 2 out of the 4 years. I probably dressed up every year, but I only remember 2 of them. My first year, my freshman year, I was Black Swan. That wasn't my favorite costume. I was freezing. I don't even, if I had a picture of it, I'd show it to you, but I have a new phone, so I don't have a picture of it with me. But it was basically just like a black tutu, like a little black shirt, and then like the mask of makeup type of thing, and then like a little tiara. But it was freezing cold, and it was just a silly. I look back and I'm like, oh goodness, that Black Swan costume. But that was by far the best Halloween I've ever had. It was a lot of fun. It was just a really fun night with all of our friends, and there's a football game beforehand that we won, and that was exciting. That was just a good night. And then my last Halloween at Campbell, so last year, I dressed up as a grandma. No one even knew I was a grandma, but it was one of those things where Dakota and I were like, no, we're not going to dress up. And then that night, like, we had friends come over, and they were like, y'all should dress up. And so we kind of just, like, threw things together. So it was funny. I wish I had a picture. Maybe I will. If I have pictures, I'll, like, insert them here. They're on my computer. I just don't have them on my phone with me. But Dakota went as Johnny Appleseed. But he wore a pot on his head, and like he looked like Johnny Appleseed. But everyone thought he was a pothead since he had a pot on his head instead of Johnny Appleseed. So that was kind of funny. But he was definitely going for Johnny Appleseed. And then he dressed up Barker, and he basically just like taped a pillow around him, and he was a little pillow pet. Barker didn't find that funny, so he took it off really fast and went and hid under the bed. And then I was a grandma, so I basically just wore like a little skirt and like tights and keds, and I had like these big glasses, like these big glass frames, and I like put baby powder in my hair so it looked gray. Nobody knew what I was. I don't think I did it well enough to really like make it apparent that I was a grandma. But it was fun. We had a fun night. So I don't really have like a favorite Halloween costume. I've never done anything. I remember when I was, I don't know, I was probably in like middle school, elementary school, something like that. I went as Sleeping Beauty. And so I just wore like my pajamas, and then I had like a little sash that said Sleeping Beauty and a crown. So that was probably one of my favorites. I think that's like the only costume that I remember. And it's all those costumes that it was like last minute, like I'm not going to do anything, within the day I'm like, okay, I'll go do something, and that's what it becomes. So that was fun. I'm not a creative person. I can't really think of stuff like that. I wish I could. So that was that. Okay, so y'all, that was the tag. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I want to know what y'all's favorites are. So I love just knowing what other people do, and especially if you don't live in the same areas or you're not from like North Carolina like I am, and even if you are, I don't care. But I like to know what y'all do. So if you want to either fill out the tag, you don't have to do a video. If you do, that's awesome. Please tag me in it so I can see and watch it. If not, if you want to do the comments, whatever. But I would love to know kind of what your favorite things are, even if it's not the exact same things I went through, but just kind of what you love. What's your favorite thing about fall? I feel like who doesn't love fall? It's the best season ever. So I am off. That is all I really have. Just trying to get some stuff done on this Saturday. Dakota and I are going out tonight, so I need to clean up. My house is a mess. Oh, it's new. Okay, so that's all. It was great to sit down and talk to y'all. I love being able to just sit and kind of talk rather than like doing makeup or doing stuff like that. I love doing that as well, but I really like the opportunity to just kind of sit and chat via video with y'all. So I hope y'all all have a fabulous week, and I hope you enjoyed this video.